Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 69. Got my coffee, caramel latte creamer, my Scrappy Sunday mug because today's Sunday, August 2nd, 2020. Yeah, it's August already. Wow. Let's see. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. You can find all the show notes right down there. I'll have links to bags, patterns, yarn, all that good stuff right down there. And let's see, I wanted to say, I'm pretty sure Ray from Needles at the Ready watches. And I believe his birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday, Ray. I hope I'm right. And what else? I have lots of finished objects. I have lots of whips. The lighting is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Last night I checked the weather and rain and thunderstorms in the morning. I'm like, awesome. Another cloudy episode. But it's cloudy and rainy, but it's a lot better than last time. Sorry about that. Okay, oh, and I have acquisitions. My Knitpicks Felici came. Some people asked if I would show that, so I will show it real fast. I won't go into too much detail. Yeah. All right, let's get some more coffee and we'll get started. And this mug is from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady on her Etsy shop. I will link it down below. She had an update of a lot of cups and mugs, and this was in her shop yesterday. I do not know if she still has them, but go check them out. I wasn't going to buy one, but she had her summer sock camp mugs, and I'm like, I missed it, and then I'm like, no, I don't want it, and then she came out with them again, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. So I have that coming. I'll just use it next year. I know it says summer on it, but whatever. Okay, let's get on to finished objects. Socks. Oh, I love these so much. This is Paton Kroy Scraps. And the heels are Paton's Kroy Gentry Gray, I think it's called. It's the dark, like it's almost black, but it's like a charcoal gray. I did 64 stitches. Afterthought heel. I did these on Magic Loop. Yeah, these are for me. I really love these. I just took 4 balls and knit a little bit of it and then switch to the next color, knit a little bit. So it's kind of like, so this one, and here's this one. Those are the same. This one and this one. So I kind of did it in a kind of a pattern, but not really, I guess. Because I did not do like a certain amount of rows each color. I just did it until I had a few stripes or I was tired of it. So, yep. Don't match. Don't care. I love them. All right. Finished object number 2. Oh, I'm so happy the lighting's better today. Oh, look at these. This is Mustache Yarn in the Yoda colorway. She comes out with her Star Wars colors every May 4th. I believe sometimes she does it when there's movies released, but yeah, no movies are being released this year, so probably won't be able to get it till next year. The heels are in a mini I got from Row 1 Yarns. I don't remember what the dyer was. Yeah, I had a little pole out, and I had a red and a yellow, or a gold. It's not really yellow, it's a gold, and I like the red, but I was afraid with the red with the green, they'd look Christmassy. I didn't want that, but, so, these are for me. More socks for me. Do I need more socks? No. Shush. I'm not going to tell you how many socks I have. I'm sure you can all guess, but I wear them. Let's see, I wear them from October to May, depending on the weather. Sometimes it's hotter, sometimes it's colder, but usually October through May, I can wear my handed socks. So, and I wear them all the time. All right, more finished objects. I just finished these like a half hour ago. That's why my podcast, I'm a little late. Yeah, it's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Usually I podcast usually I'm about done at this time, but that's okay. These are for my youngest. This is one of the new Knitpicks Felici colorways. This is Animal Cookies. Yeah, these are tube socks for my kids. I don't put heels in them because their feet are still growing. I did them a little bit different this time. Usually I do 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I knit 105 rows and then I do a toe. So I knit them 120 rows this time. Make them a little bit longer. Yeah. I love these. I made them to match because my youngest likes matching socks. My oldest does not, so maybe then I will figure out whose is who. Like, oh, these ones match. They must be for my oldest. Or my youngest, I mean. I guess, I don't know. I could tell you their names. I don't really care. My oldest daughter is Chloe, and my youngest daughter is Natalie. So, yeah, that is their names. I usually don't talk about them that much, but it's okay. All right, that is all of my socks. Finished objects. Now we have dishcloths. Are you ready, Ray? Are you ready to see all my dishcloths? I have a lot. Look at all these dishcloths. Look at all these. There's 12 of them. We'll go through them real fast. See if I remember the names. This is Knitpicks Dishie in the Route 66 color. And all of these are Grandma's favorite dishcloth. I do the no holes version. And I use a US 6. Alright. This is Knitpicks Dishie in the coffee colorway. And there's 1, 2, there's 3. 3 of those. And, alright, this is Knitpicks Dishie Summer Jams. Summer Jams, I believe. And there's 1, 2, 3. I can get 3 dishcloths out of 1 ball of Dishie and Dishie Twist. And, the regular Dishie. I think this is Dishie Multi. Wow. Alright, this is Knitpicks Dishie Kitchenette. I was a little disappointed because it looks kind of dirty. I thought it was going to be a brighter yellow, but it's okay. It's for dishes. And there's 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And this is Knitpicks Dishie Twist and the jalapeno. And last episode I had 1, so here's 2. So yeah, I'm getting through my dishcloth stash. I think I have 7, 8, I think I have 9 balls left. I ended up buying more. We'll talk about that later. Actually, I'll get that out right now so I remember to show it in acquisitions. Okay, we'll get that out real quick. Alright, so that is all of my finished objects. Lots of dishcloths. Lots of socks. Yes. All right, now we will get into whips. Works in progress. Oh, this is exciting. This is something new. Well, the bag isn't new, but whatever. This is my Knit for Brains bag. It has, sorry, it's jingling. I have my stitch markers in there. But it has Nightmare Before Christmas fabric in the inside. When you hear the jingling noise, I have these little cans I bought on Amazon, and I count how many stitch markers I need for my sock. And then when I get close to the end, it's like, all right, I have one marker left. I'm almost done. All right, yarn. This is another new Knitpicks color that is in their shop now. This is Cupcake Karaoke. My oldest picked this out. And I decided to get 9-inch circular needles. What? Look at these. They're so tiny. So these are Chiaogoo's. Same. I didn't even talk about my needles. This is my first whip, right? This are Chiaogoo's 2.5 millimeter needles, which is US 1.5. Yeah. So I've been working on these, and my daughter's like, Mom, those are so tiny, they're not going to fit on my feet. And I'm like, it's the same stitches. It's 64 stitches. They're going to fit. They're like, no, it's so tiny. I'm like, so she's afraid they're not going to fit. But I am not worried because I am aware that it's the same amount of stitches. It just looks smaller because it's on a needle. So far it's not a big deal. I did the cuff one day, and then I worked on them for about an hour, maybe. I don't know, for a little bit on the next day, so I'm not like trying to power through them because I know sometimes they hurt your hands. So far, no issues. The cuff was a little tricky to start with. My advice is either, you can, I've heard people cast on magic loop and then they put them on 9-inch needles. I didn't do that. I feel like my ribbing's a little messy, but that's alright. It's the first time I did it. I did it very loosely. Cast on very loosely when you first do these. I cast it on the first time and I'm like, I can't do this. So I took it all out and I redid it very loosely, or more loosely. And then it was fine. So, yeah, and here's the cake. So yeah, I'm trying something new. I do not know if I'm going to knit my socks on these. I still have to think about that because I have to put, since this isn't for my kids, I'm not doing a heel, so I'm just doing a tube. And when I get to the toe, I will switch to magic loop and do the toe and be done. I'm not sure about placing the markers for my heel. I guess I'll probably have to count to 32 so they'll have a front and back. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. But for right now, I'm going to use these to make my kids' socks. I already have plans for scrappy socks. I have lots of scraps of Felici. I'm going to make some scrappy Felici socks for them. So yeah, I'm going to work on these today. And hopefully I don't hurt myself. If I do, I have other socks on the needle, so if it starts to bother me, then I'll just move on to a different sock, which is what I'm going to show right now. This is, get coffee first. Yeah, let's drink coffee and show a bag at the same time. That's not going to work. This is my Fate's thread bag. And these I do not have a lot done. I just cast these on. I just gotta... Oh, I didn't even weave in the end. Look at that. Usually I do the cuff and I weave in the end so I don't have that dangling. So yeah. I must have just got excited and like, okay, I'm done. Move along. This is, do I have the tag? The tag's not even in here. Oh my, I am unprepared. Sorry. This is Nomadic Yarns Potions Master. I think I have all the colors, but here's the cake. It's a lot of black. Ugh. We'll see. I should be alright. Just won't work on these in the evenings. But yep, just got a little cuff done, and these are on Magic Loop. These are Chiaogoo's 2.5 millimeter needles. That's a US 1.5, 32-inch cord. Mustache. So, yep. I gotta find that tag. Oh, and I was going through my row 1 minis, and this was what I wanted to do on my Yoda socks, but I am doing this for these socks. I mean, it's really close to that green. So, and this is that ugly green I was talking about. So, I already know what I'm going to do for the heels for that one. And yep, that's that. Alright, what's next? Do you want to show? I guess I'll show you my dishcloth whip. I don't know if I'll show them every time. We'll see. My mom made this bag for me. It has all of my, not all of it, but some of my dishcloth yarn. That's a new color. I'll show that later. Alright, I use, oh, this is a nice whip. You guys are going to be so proud of me. Look at this dishcloth. It's so cute. Yeah, these needles are 9-inch Clover Bamboos in US 6. And this is a Cocoa Knits stopper. And this is Dishie, Knitpicks Dishie multi-berry basket, I think. I really like this color. Pinks and purples. All these dishcloths I'm saving and going to give them as Christmas gifts, if you're all wondering. I might keep some of them for me, but yep, mostly gifts for Christmas. Oops, over here. Alright, that is all of my knitting whips. I have another new project. Cross stitch. I started another cross stitch because I was on Etsy and I found another pattern for a ornament that I am doing, and I'm like, well, I gotta finish this one first. So I decided to start it, and I have it printed out. I will kind of flash it real fast because it is a pay-for pattern. I will link it down below. Whoop. It says wash your hands, little flowers. Yeah, let's see. Gotta tighten this a little bit so you can see it a little better. And this is what I have done. When did I start this? I think not this Friday, but the past Friday. And I haven't been working on it all day. I haven't worked on it in the past like 3 days. I think I will work on it a lot today. Yeah. This is a Q-snap. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. This is Ada cloth, navy, and it's 14 count. And I'm using DMC floss. Yeah, so that's it. I love this. I'm definitely working on this today. In between my socks. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. That's pretty much it. I really wanted to put it in my bathroom, but I'm afraid with the humidity and the steam and the water that it would get ruined. Has anybody ever done that? Is it okay to do that? I mean, I don't want to make this again. I mean, it's not a big deal. I like cross stitching, but so I was thinking about hanging it. So as you walk into the bathroom, there's a little wall. I was thinking about putting it right there. So it's outside of the bathroom. I don't know how many times I say, wash your hands to my children. This was even, you know, pre-corona. So I thought that was hilarious. There was one that has some swearing in it. I really wanted to do that one, but my kids are still little. Yes, they have heard those words before. So, I don't know, maybe when they're older, I'll do another one, if I can find another one, but yes. So that is my cross stitch. Alright, we have a little bit of, we'll have life stuff, but first oh no, I forgot my July stats. It's right over there. Do you guys mind if you just pause for a second, because I don't stop and record and edit and splice together? My notebook's right over there. Do you mind if I go get it real quick? I'm gonna pause. You can look at my yarn. I'll be right back. Alright, I'll be back. I'll show my shirt real quick. Yes, Pluto is a planet. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. I don't like to edit. I just like to do it all in one shot and be done with it. I am human. I do not want to spend hours and hours editing. This is how it goes. Okay. First, I want to talk about Stash Dash. Last week, I did 591 meters. This week, I did 587 meters. My total is 12,547. My goal was 10,000, so I've already met my goal. Now I would like to get to 15, but I don't know. I haven't added these socks yet. I gotta weigh these and see. So, I don't know, I think there's like 3 weeks left. I don't know, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I'm not getting as much meters because, you know, these are only, my dishcloths are only like 52 meters per one. So a lot of my meters came from those marled cowls that I did. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more of those for a while. I don't know, maybe after the dishcloths. We'll wait and see. Alright, so that is my stash dash. My July stats. Ooh, I am not prepared. I thought I finished this and I didn't. I didn't write down what I had left. So I'll do that later. But I was very naughty in July. I started out with, oh look at this. I started out with 72 skeins. I used 5. I added 23. So yeah, when I look back, it's like, oh, yep. Knitpicks Felici came out in July. That's what that is. Yep, I bought 20 balls of Felici. And actually, I bought more than that. But I'm not counting it because I am... my kids, I got all my Knitpicks Felici. And my kids like, Mom, I want that color and that color and that color and that color. And they just took 8 balls. I'm like, fine. I will just buy more. Those were Christmas presents. I am going to go through those fast. I'm not adding them. I'm not counting them. So. And then the 3 were the West Yorkshire Spinners skeins. Yeah. And I also bought... July has been rough, guys. I also bought 2 Advent skeins. Kirby Werby came out with, I'm not going to say it because it's kind of it sounds like a swear word, but it's not. And I know some children watch. So it's S Creek. It's not really Christmassy, but I love that show and I had to have it. And then Cozy Knitter came out with her first round of her Advent skeins. I wasn't going to get it, and I'm like, well, I think I was gone that day, and I'm like, well, if it's there later, I'll get it. And it was, so I got it. So yeah, I got a lot of Advent knitting in my future. So yeah, I have to do all my counting. I have to, I have to add, or I have to minus the 5, and then I have to add the 23, and then I have to, yeah, I didn't do that. Not prepared. Oh well. So yeah, that's my stash stats for July. I was very naughty, and I did not. 5 skeins doesn't seem like a lot, but I think 2 of those were indie dyed, so there were single skeins, and the other ones were Knitpicks. So I like doing the Knitpicks because 1 pair of socks is 2 balls. So I feel like I get through it faster, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to go through my acquisitions real fast. This is going to be a long episode. I still haven't gotten to life stuff yet. Okay, I'll show my... That's not a new color. These are my 2 new colors. Yes, I only got 2 balls. So my kids stole that Knitpicks Felici from me, and I'm like, well, I'm going to get them for me. And I needed a few more. I think I need $8 for free shipping, so I just bought 2 of these. These are both Dishie Multi. This one is Flower Girl. What's this one? Herb Garden. Both greens. So yeah, I ended up buying 2 more. Whatever. It's okay. Alright, now we're going to go through my Knitpicks Felici real fast. I'm not going to... And I bought 2 balls of each of these. This is Current Mood. I really like this one. This is another one that my daughter picked. And this is another one my daughter picked. What's this? Fiesta. And this is Hot Shot. This is what Cupcake Karaoke looks like in this game. So this one is mine. I really like this one. What's it? Galore? It's probably one of my favorites. Oh, and this is my other favorite. Vampire Vibes. And here's what animal cookies look like. I keep wanting to call them animal crackers. I'm not quite sure why I bought more of this, but it's okay. It's not my colors, but it was fun to knit. Windbreaker. I like this one too. And Carrot Cake. I really like this one too. And this one reminds me of Hamburger. This is a Dragon Boat. Sorry if I'm showing these real fast. I don't want to bore everybody. I'm sure a lot of people already have these and are already knitting with them. But some people either don't have Instagram or asked if I would show them. So, alright, that is all of the yarn, all of the knitting, all of the cross stitch. We'll go into life stuff real fast. It has been another 2 weeks. So my husband and I finally agreed on what to do with the kids' school because they asked again. They did a survey. And then they said, okay, would you do online only or would you send your kids back to school? And that was the only 2 options we had. And we finally agreed to do online. And I felt so much better. I'm like, all right, we figured it out. I will, not worry about it now until, I don't want to do online schooling, but I would feel better. I don't want to be so stressed out when they go to school and come back. It's like, all right, do you guys have the virus? Are you sick? Am I going to get sick? And then we get an email Friday saying, thanks for all your responses to our surveys. We will be having a meeting to see what we're going to do. And I'm like, what? I thought I already decided this. I am so upset. It's like, what are you guys doing to me? You tell me to pick, and now they might say, sorry, we're not doing online. Or, sorry, we're only going to take your kids to school. You can't do online. And I'm like, oh my word. So the meeting is tomorrow. I don't know when we will find out the results. There is a lot of schools around this area that have said they're only doing online for at least the first semester, trimester, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm crossing my fingers that they just do online for a while. I know it is not the best learning. I am aware of that. I really want them to go back, but I don't know. I don't know if it's wise. Nobody knows, right? So cross your fingers for me that they just do online. I don't know. I mean, I guess in my situation, I am not working, so I can do that. A lot of parents can't, and I am aware of that. But I think it would be very difficult to have some online, some going to school. I don't know how that was going to work. And, if the kids that do online and, things get better, then they can do the rest of the year back to school. How is that transition going to go? I don't know. So I was feeling better. Now I am not, because I don't know if they're going to let us choose, because it sounded like they were going to, and now they're not? I don't know. I'm upset about that. Oh, let's see, what else? That's the most of it. Oh, I forgot to update about my kids and bicycles. I'm a little embarrassed to say. I'm sure it's okay. I mean, it's fine. Everything is fine. But my oldest is 9. And she refused to do a bike without training wheels. Refused. She's like, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, we didn't want to push it. Another year goes by. She didn't want to do it. Another year goes by. And I'm like, she's never going to learn to ride a bike. And so last month, June, my oldest like, I want to do it. Yes. It took her like 3 days. Bam, she got it. I'm like, all right, I feel a bit better. I feel like I learned to ride a bike way before then, but she just didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to force her to do it. So, I'm like, all right, now I gotta get my youngest. I mean, she's 7. She will be 8 in the end of August. Oh, I didn't talk about my birthday's in August. Totally forgot. What happens when we get old, right? You just forget things. So my birthday is August 17th. My youngest is August 26th. My husband's is August 5th. My mom's is August 20th. My grandma is August 3rd. So yeah, Ray, if your birthday's the 3rd, it's the same as my grandma's. There's so many birthdays in August. Yeah. So anyway, back to the bikes. So my youngest, we tried. So she's almost 8. We'll just call her 8. And we kind of pushed it once Chloe figured out how to ride her bike, which is my oldest daughter. And I was watching her with her bike. The training wheels, they're not even touching the ground. My husband cranked them all the way up. So if she kind of leans a little bit, it touches. They're not touching. I said, you don't need those. And she's like, yes, I do. So Friday night, which was a couple days ago, there's a little parking lot over here that they don't like riding on sidewalks very much. So there's a little parking lot over here that's empty. It's a school parking lot for the teachers. No school right now, so In the mornings, we usually go over there and they do laps. And I bring my camping chair, my folding camping chair and my knitting. And I just sit there for probably half hour, 45 minutes and knit and watch them, do laps in the parking lot. I feel really weird doing that, but get some fresh air that way, I guess. So anyway, my husband took them out there after we had dinner, and I went to go water my flowers and my plants, and I looked, and I could see them riding, because I could see the parking lot from my house, and I'm like looking, I'm like, does she have her training wheels on? My husband was like walking behind her, and I'm like, why is he doing that? Usually he sits and reads a book. And I'm looking, I'm like, I can't see. Obviously, I can see that it's a kid on a bike and it's my kid, but I cannot tell. So I went out there after I finished washing dishes and watered my plants and everything. And yeah, she's just riding around. I'm like, it's amazing how, it just takes like a day or an hour. And then, bam, you got it. It's weird. So both of my kids can ride bikes without training wheels. Yes. And my oldest, she's going to be 10 in November. That bike that she had, it was way too small for her. And I'm like, I'm not getting you a new bike until you learn to ride a bike without training wheels. That was the deal. And so she finally figured it out during the corona. And all of the bikes are gone. I'm like, yes, this was a good time to learn to ride a bike, but not a good time to buy a new bike. It took us a couple weeks, but we finally found one. We just got one at Meijer, which is our local grocery store / they have groceries, they have home goods, they have bikes, they have garden stuff. It's just pretty much just a store where you can get almost everything. So we just got her cheap bike there. Got her new helmet. So they both have helmets, they both have bikes. Yep. So that's pretty much all the life stuff. We are going on 37 minutes, so I need to wrap this up. Oh, excuse me. So happy Scrappy Sunday. I am sadly not working on any scrappy projects today. I really want to cast on another pair of scrappy socks, but I have 2 pairs on the needles right now, and I am not going to stress myself out with 3 pairs. 2 is enough. I had 3 pairs because these were on the needles not too long ago. So yeah, I'm back to 2 pairs. I'm going to stick with that. Maybe once I finish one, I will start a scrappy pair. Yeah, I think that's it. The weather's been alright. Kind of. We got rain today. I think there's rain tomorrow. Yep, it's raining again. But I'm so glad that the lighting's a little bit better today. It's cloudy, but not like thunderstormy like it was last time. Okay, I think that's it. I've still been reading. I didn't really read that much the past 2 weeks. I just haven't felt like it. I finished, I'm rereading the Twilight series. A little embarrassed to say that. I'm going to be 37, and I'm reading Twilight. I feel really weird about that, but that's okay. They have a new book coming out next month. I want to reread them before that one comes out. I will not be done before then, because I think it comes out this month. And I just finished the first one. I put a hold on the second one. And apparently I put a hold on the third one. And the third one came available before the second one did. And I got all excited. I'm like, oh yay, it's time to start a new book. And I'm like, wait a second. This is book 3. I don't want book 3. I want book 2. Usually I don't do that with series. If I'm reading one, I'll put the next one on hold. And then I'll wait until, I don't put all of them on hold in a series, because who knows what order they're going to come in. So yeah, I haven't been really listening to my books the past 2 weeks. I've been listening to a lot of audio podcasts, trying to catch up on those. I listen to NPR's Up First. I usually listen to that once a week. I try to keep up with that one because that's news and I don't want to, oh, I heard about that 3 months ago. What else do I listen to? Hello from the Magic Tavern. I like that one. That's like a comedy type fictional storyland one. I really like that one. And My Favorite Murder. Yeah, those are the ones that I've been trying to catch up on. Those two, because I've tried to do it weekly and then I forget and I get sidetracked with my books. And then 3 months later, it's like, oh, I have 10 episodes. I better start listening to those. Okay. Like I said, I keep getting sidetracked and it's like, oh wait, I have to talk about this, and oh wait, I have to talk about that. I think I'm done now. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do read them and I do heart them. That means I've read them. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.